Okay, are we live? I think we're live. Cool. All right, let's get started here. So today, I think I want to just finish this puzzle room. And then, I don't know what we're gonna do about this. We might, wait, not this one. I might actually just delete this room. I don't really know about this one, because it's not really interesting. At least not right now. I don't know. Maybe we'll actually try and flesh this one out. But I think everything else here is pretty good. At least I'm pretty satisfied with what I have here. So what I think I'm going to try to do is see if I can make this puzzle more interesting. And then after that, I have some other ideas for things I want to do with this world. Um, we're gonna move roulette to the lower floor with the glittering vault. We might rename that whole area even. I don't know. And then yeah, probably work on some more puzzles in that area. I have some ideas. But yeah, let's start with this. So this room is kind of easy right now because you can just like, oh, there's not really a whole lot to this room, right? Like you just kind of go here, make sure you place these um, angry eyes in the right spots, and then you just, yeah, do this little double shot here, and then you're done. Which, I don't know, maybe that is good enough for a puzzle, but I think the room itself is just kind of big and empty and doesn't really have a whole lot going on in it, which I kind of don't really care for. So I don't know. I think maybe we try to do something to make this a little more interesting. Like, I don't really want to restrict where you can put these because that would make it very easy to tell exactly where they have to go. And then from there, it'd be pretty easy to just figure out what you have to do here. So I don't want to do that. I think that makes it too easy. Uh, there might be other things we can do here, though. Like, we need to add some extra, I don't know, contrivances to make this actually interesting. So, I don't know. I was thinking of, like, adding, like, a crumbly wall or something here to also, like, force you to, like, shoot over it, too. I don't know if that's too evil. Uh, what else am I thinking about? Can you overlap monsters with doors? I don't think so, right? No. Okay. Um, let me see. So we could also do like trapdoors and like push blocks or something. I don't know. We've got a lot of ideas for things that we could do here, but hmm. I definitely think we want to do something with like elevation. Like maybe you have to hit a whole bunch of different targets, and these flying snakes are your way to do that. Yeah, that could be a good idea. And then this plate isn't necessarily used for just like one thing. We kind of don't really want. Hmm. Is there anything useful that we could do with this plate as it is, though? Right, this releases them. I was thinking of maybe not having the plate do that. Well, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, like this causes it to just like immediately fall off of the door. So because of how turn order works, it's never going to actually. Yeah, okay. I wonder if we could do something kind of silly. Uh, Actually, maybe we do this? What does that do? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, this makes the room impossible, I'm pretty sure. So we don't want to do that. Well, I could just have a toggle switch here for this. Or we could just like fill in the rest of the room. I mean, I don't know. It's not like we really need all of this space. I mean, it's probably hard enough as a puzzle already as it is. I don't think it'd be bad to just fill in all of this. Oops, no, I don't want to cover that guy, but yeah, fill in this, delete this. Like, I think this is kind of reasonable. Like, it's a relatively small space to play with now, but that's all you really need. I think it's pretty obvious though, when all there is this one toggle door, right? Like, either we make this room more empty by somehow removing this, which I don't think we can, or we make it less empty. Because if we make it like super empty, then it'll just be like, oh, what the heck do you do like at all, right? It's gonna be like way more confusing. I mean, in all fairness, we could do something like this, I guess. I don't know, maybe we just have like a maze. I know, it's not very creative, but what if we just have like a maze? And we just have the snakes go through that maze. I mean, I don't know. We just like put down a bunch of these. And then some like walls. Or, like fences, I guess. Then again, I don't know how you're gonna position everything. This might make things a lot harder. I don't know if I'm if I'm actually doing anything interesting here though. Well, this is kind of yeah. What if we do this? Well, then Leaf can't get in there himself anymore. So yeah, that wouldn't really help. I mean, we have a lot of space down here. We could actually do something else, like mechanism-wise. I'm trying to think, like maybe we could just have like a little bomb bug clock that just runs back and forth. Something like that. I mean, that could work. Just need to do something interesting with this. Like, I don't know, put these on trapdoors? Why would we want to put them on trapdoors, though? Like, if we did this, that's totally doable. Well, the real question is why? Because, like, this would be cool. It would allow a leaf to, like, not step on certain things. And then we don't even need this pressure plate anymore, technically. Or it'll let leaf not drop the trapdoors, so... And we could do something, like, really random looking like this. But I'm not really sure this is the right way to do things. By right way, I mean... Alright, I need to set this. I'm just not sure that this is actually going to do anything interesting for us. I'm not sure this is going to actually be solvable, even. We're going to try. I literally forgot a door. I think that's all of them. Should be. Yeah, it seems like all of them. Ooh. Wait, but leaf can elevate. That's a problem, isn't it? Maybe it's not, because that flying snake's never going to... Yeah, that flying snake's never going to be able to move east. Okay, but then you can just cheese the puzzle like this. So maybe we don't want that. Alright, you are alive, so that means the room doesn't clear. We need to put something here to cause you to blow up. So that'll be this. We just need to make sure that the bottom layer is able to be seen through, but not anything above it. We'll have a clever solution for that. You know what? Sure, we'll just do that. Put this here. And then we'll just have a bunch of these here. As long as they're pacified, it should be okay. We probably do need a way to clear them out, though. Maybe this explosion will be used to clear these guys out. And so we might need to make this little box a bit smaller. Yeah, like we take out like 2 of these. It could work. Okay, but then that necessarily implies that this thing has to be positioned here. I guess that's okay. Like a cleanup mechanism. Actually, I kind of don't really like that. I guess it doesn't have to be angry eyes, it could just be bomb bugs, now I think about it. Or it could even be flying snakes. Yeah, that could work. Or even slugs. Slugs would work here. As long as there's an even number of them, it should be okay. Yeah, let's do this. Then we can restore that. Well, we want to change your facing. Yeah, I could have copied and pasted these. I didn't really think about that. What else? I mean, those could be over pits even. Well, maybe we don't want pits though. Can we do this? This is kind of terrible. Okay, so we know that you're lower in this turn order. I think you need to be higher. Oh, huh. Yeah, if we do that, then we can't actually put you there. Interesting. Huh. Okay, well. Statues don't work because they block lasers and sight lines, so it has to be something like slugs, I think. Especially because flying snakes can't be dropped down pits. Okay, well that's interesting. Oh wait, we can't block the upper sight line. Because if we do that, then it just blows up. Is it really a problem if this is just visible? Like, I think that this should be fine. I don't know if it's a problem or not, but I feel like it shouldn't be. I feel like if I move that there, then we're pretty much guaranteed never to have any issues with that. And we do need to be able to shoot up high. I guess the problem is if you have two eyes that shoot up high, then you can kind of cheese it. Wait, why is that? Why is that a double toggle? Oh, both eyes are shooting. I didn't even realize that. Right, that's a problem. Oh boy, okay, hang on, I need to think about this. I don't know how else we can enforce the solution, though. I mean, this is closer with the hot coals, but now because we have multiple doors... Actually, we could have done this even with one door. It's just because we had the pressure plate like so far away, it wasn't possible. Yeah, I guess that's a problem. Okay, so we don't want them to double laser at elevation 1. So how do we prevent that? Or at least like stop the player from doing that. I'm just not sure there's a way to do that. I guess we just need to make sure that Leaf isn't able to go to elevation 1. Like, Leaf has to make the kills in the appropriate spots, but Leaf himself is not allowed to be at elevation 1. I think that's the... I think that's what we need here. But is there a way I can do that? But can I prevent Lee from actually stepping onto these doors? Well, in that case, then we don't really need trapdoors. Yeah, then the whole trapdoor thing doesn't really matter that much. We can save that for a different room. I think it's still interesting to just have like a whole bunch of doors. But yeah, Leaf should never actually step, or should never actually go to elevation 1. And if that happens, we're kind of in trouble. I mean, we could do something like this. Just get rid of that one door here. I think this would be enough to prevent Leaf from stepping there. Doesn't give us a whole lot of room to move, but... yeah. I mean, that's kind of a problem. What if we do this? You move way over here. So I feel like we could do something like this. Then you kind of get to choose. Like where the snake comes out of. I mean, I don't know. You know what? Sure, this is all pit. You go slightly over here. Open a door right here. Maybe we put a separate switch here. I don't know, like in the north wall. Oh, I gotta put a floor. Okay, you can be the one in charge of this. Then you don't have to be. I wish there was like a quick drag delete connection button, but it doesn't seem like there is. So now you can kind of like choose like where it enters from. Maybe that'll work. Huh. Wait, what? Oh, because it's blocked to the north as well, so it doesn't turn. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's really interesting. Is there ever a way where you could like kill a flying snake on one of these doors when it's down? I feel like that just isn't possible. Right? Because of the way that they toggle. Well, actually, no, there totally is a way. It's just that they have to be next to each other in the same state, which I don't think any of these are. So if I did this, like that could be kind of interesting. Okay, maybe this is actually less doable than I thought. So we wanted to die like on that door. I mean, what we are seeing there is kind of cool. Yeah, the problem is it's not gonna work. Well, also, that laser... this eye needs to be a lot more forward if we want it to actually be able to hit anything at all. Yeah, it needs to be in a forward position. Oh, wait, but then... Right, the snake will move out of the way. Forgot about that. Is there a way we can prevent it from just tracking us like that? Yeah, we need to be able to like move into a spot and then like lock it there. Like something like this might work, but then it's not gonna be locked here or here. I mean, I guess you could do this. Oh god, there's so many switches. There's too many switches. And actually, we kind of need multiple of these. They kind of all have to be like along this wall, I feel. Okay, let's move like the entirety of this over, I guess. Couple of spaces. Well, then you are kind of in a bad spot. I guess we can do that. Presumably that's not an issue. Well, if it's a pit, I guess it won't be. It's pretty weird, I have to admit, like, because this bleeds into the bottom border, but I guess it's okay. Okay, just gonna put, like... Oh. This, copy it, paste it. And this lets us lock this in place, I think. Yeah, that lets us choose where we want to lock it. And then we just have each of these drop all of these. So you can only choose once, and then that's it. Okay, there we go. And then I guess this can be used to toggle these. Or something. Maybe not that one. What does this do? Nothing? Wait, why does this switch do nothing? Oh, because I moved it. You know what? This switch is kind of awkward. Not enough space there. Ah. Okay, I really don't think this will work, but... No, it does actually work. Never mind. That's totally fine. Cool. Yeah, you don't have to press that twice now. Just makes this a little less annoying. Honestly, we could move this entire setup south one and it probably wouldn't matter. I think I want to do that. We'll move this door down one. Then we can line this. Yeah, I mean, we have all this extra space, we might as well. And then we can do the same thing up here, I guess? But then they might shoot each other. I mean, we could try it and see. I mean, some of these are gonna just shoot each other regardless, I guess. Oh, but now we have the double laser. Which completely destroys the snake and the eye. Well, look at this. Okay, it makes sense, but it looks funny. Oh man, look at this. We could totally even have like this here. This would fire above. But yeah, we needed this angry eye here to do the redirect north. I think that makes sense. Something like this. Ooh. It's so close, but we just don't get the laser. Yeah, maybe we can position the rubble slightly differently then. Maybe not. Oh, what if we put the rubble up there? Is it possible? I think it's like barely not. Yeah, it's just barely not possible to put that there. Just slightly too slow. How do we stop it from going one square north here? We could put another door there. That would probably solve it. Yeah, we could probably put another door here. Oh, wait. Ah. Okay, so that needs to be in the other state. That's fine. I'm wondering if that's gonna cause problems, though. Oh. No, but then... Right, then it's gonna move left there. I mean, that gives us a spot where we can put something. The only problem is that there isn't a place to put the other eye in that row. Like, that still seems like the best spot to put that. I'm wondering if I can just, like, sneak north here and then just, like, stuff the snake or stash it away in, like, this row up here somewhere. I don't really know how that would help, though. I mean, like, it could be useful if we could, like, stick it here, though. Can we do that, though? Oh, we can. Okay. Not that that's super helpful, but it does let us do this. Not quite though. No way though. Yeah, there's just no way that's useful. Yeah, it's just a matter of can we put the rubble where we want it to go. And the answer is no. I can't do it. I just don't know how. But we could release more than one of these at once, too. That's another possibility I haven't really considered. Well, the thing is, want the we want the rubble there. So maybe what we do is we release the first two snakes at the same time. No, but then that doesn't... Yeah, that's still not getting us where we want it. Ah, so close. It's the exact same problem, though. Okay, what if the answer is we actually... Oh yeah. Do this. Oh wait, I need to recharge. There we go. And now with that there... Actually, could we do that elsewhere? Actually, don't know. Ooh. I think that's it. I think that's the way you do it. Like this is totally doable. Oh wait, are we really late? Oh. Well, that gets blocked. Oh, that's so interesting. But even if the north could fire there. Yeah, look at that. It's completely protected, no matter... because Zeros... Yeah, look at that. Wait, so is it possible to ever get a kill on a door? I don't think so, because by the time that the door is lower, the snake will have already gotten a chance to move off. I think what I'm trying to do here is actually impossible. Mostly because of turn order. Yeah, like look at all of these open doors. There's never a laser. There's a beam end. A beam end isn't a place where you can die. Yeah. Okay, what do I do about that? That's not gonna work. That won't work either. Yeah, I think the problem is just that no matter what I do, I cannot get an angry eye to, or I cannot get this flying snake to die on top of a toggle door. Which seems weird and overly restrictive. But that's just kind of how it works. Oh, that's really interesting. So it just can't die on a toggle door. Ever. Well, here we've got beams on doors that are open. So no, I guess that is, it's still technically possible, it's just... What are the conditions for that? I guess when the door is going on its way down, right, because when this is pressed, yeah, okay, but the flying snake moves first. Okay, so what do we need? Okay, so maybe this spot is not a kill spot, ever. But this, and this are... Okay, yeah, all of these open doors are spots that can be kill spots. So I think what that means is that we need to put the rubble here. Or well, we need the flying stick to actually hold still. That's the hard part. We actually need the flying stick to hold still. And I don't know if there is a way to do that. Because, like, if this flying snake was here, and it was facing west, and there's rubble here, then it's just gonna move north, right? If it was facing north, and there's rubble here, then it's just gonna go west. So basically we need to block it in two different directions. And that's just not possible. Because you move after the snake does. So even if this door were to raise and this were to lower, the snake would still move first onto this door and then get raised up. So it wouldn't die. Yeah, I'm really not sure how we're going to pull this off. Unless we have like two blockers. Hypothetically, we could put this eye here and then put a rubble here. And that would be a trapping spot right there. I think that's what we need, actually. Yeah. I think that's what we actually want. Okay, let's try this. Like, getting the Ain't going to die on an elevated spot at all is probably the most challenging part of this, I think. Ooh, but getting you there is actually really hard. Huh. Yeah, you do not want to go there. But we can do something like this. Ah, but then you do that. Okay. Yeah, that's too slow. You move all the way up there. Oh, but we... Ah! For some reason I thought that I could just put the rubble here, except, of course, no, you can't do that, because that would require putting it in a spot that's elevated. Okay, so yeah, that's actually really, really hard to do then. Right, because I can't put something here unless this is a spot I can actually put rubble, which it isn't. And I don't think I can ever put rubble here. Because no lasers ever sit on top of that. Yeah, no lasers will ever sit on top of that. There's like a parity thing here where only certain ones of these are usable. So the criteria is it can't be this, it can't be this, it can't be this. It could theoretically be this, I guess. But then this doesn't have a clear line of sight anymore. So it can't actually be here. But like hypothetically, if we could put 2 rubble here, then yeah, it would work. But because we can't, this is just never going to work. This spot? Well, no, because we can't put anything here. I guess this spot hypothetically could work, because if this laser is coming down like this, yeah, then that would... I think that would work. We put the rubble here. And then as the snake comes down here, it could drop an eye here. Well, I guess if it's doing that, then we've already won, though. So really, it's just about how do you bracket something so that it actually ends up here. Like, it's gotta be moving across from here to here. Like, in order for this to hit. I don't think we can ever get anything there. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Oh, but it's never going to see us. It doesn't matter. Even if we do get it elevated, it can't see us. Because there's doors in the way. I didn't think about this. Okay, this is a completely terrible idea then. I mean, it's kind of interesting from like a puzzle perspective. But it doesn't actually work. Okay. I don't know. Okay, so this, like, we would just need an entire row to just be completely clear for that to ever even happen. But yeah, it would really have to be like this one, like two eyes, like here and here. And this door would have to just not. It just wouldn't be able to. I mean, I guess hypothetically we could do this. I'm contemplating putting a door here, but I don't know if it would make much of a difference. I feel like that would be the only actual viable spot. I mean, it's not even a viable spot, though. Because, yeah. Then you got that problem. Bruh. Okay, if we had the rubble there, that would probably work, I think. It's like so close. It's so close to working. Oh wait, actually it'll never work. Yeah, right, because the state of this one is wrong entirely. We'll just never be able to shoot. Oh. Well, okay, it's more than just a parity issue then. It actually has to be the same state as these. So it would have to actually be like this. And even with that, I feel like it's not going to work. Like, there we go. That's how you can position one of them. At that point, you don't even need this guy. Is this still interesting then? I'm not sure it is. I needed to activate the eyes. Yeah, this is super doable now. Wait, turn order. Oh wait, it's not turn order, it's because of... Oh, right, it's because of you. You step on the plate late. You're too slow. Oh no. Right, it's fine when Leaf steps on the plate because Leaf moves first. But this guy moves too slowly. Oh, so it doesn't work. I mean, I could move the whole puzzle down again and then move this guy up so that he does move first. But actually, that doesn't help, does it? Yeah, because you actually... You're on a plate release. Oh, I did not think about this. So maybe this would just never work. I mean, like, we don't want this to be hit. Okay, I don't know. And we don't really want Leaf going in here and getting elevated. Okay, I have a new idea. But then, oh, right. Okay, how about, oh, then we don't, okay. And then we don't need this, okay. So when you trigger, let's see if this works. I have a feeling it won't. Oh yeah, totally. Oh wait, I think it does fire at elevation 1. Because yeah, this I-beam looks like it's up high. Hold on, let me just do this. Would you look at that? Those do fire elevated. Okay. Okay, so new plan. Oh wait, how do we ever ground one of these then? Oh, I guess we can just kill the eye. I guess that's possible. Or we could just not anger the top row. Well, as much as we can. Oh, is the upper one? Okay, never mind. Okay, you die. And I forgot to anger you. Oh, but then you... right, it's... Oh, because of the parity issues. I forgot. I completely forgot that that was a thing. Huh. Wait, what? Oh, alright, because it shoots up. Um... I mean, what it really boils down to is you just need to get an eye like here on the floor in one of these spots, and then an eye up here on one of these. And I don't know if this is even usable. Probably not, because then it'll flip the next turn and then the laser won't be able to go through this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you have to get something here or here. And like these are not viable at all. But even if you can do that, because of how turn order works, it's not gonna just fire. At least not correctly. It's not gonna turn order itself in such a way that it does what you need it to. Unless... Yeah, but this is gonna shoot on the ground. It's not gonna shoot above. Which is where we want it to go. I guess my question is it even possible to get a kill on the other parody doors? Or is it just literally not doable? Like, I feel like that's doable, but only if you can get, like, the upper... Yeah, like that. Like, that would work, but then it has no sight line, so it doesn't really help. And actually, none of those are in a place where the sightline wouldn't be blocked by another door, other than this one, but then, you know, this exists, so... So I'm pretty sure this is just not feasible, because sightlines are all blocked everywhere. Like, hypothetically, oh god, not what I want to click. Yeah, that doesn't work. Ever. So if I can't even, like, come up with a hypothetical scenario where this works, then I think we don't really have anything here. But I think the reality is it'll never work just purely because these only go up on a plate release. Like the way that it would work is if we had something like this, and then you would have to move first, which you currently don't. Can't move. Wait, if I do this, we're starting to actually run out of space. Because I could move this guy up here, I guess. But do I want to? When I know that the room up north literally goes all the way until the boundary. Not really. Even if I do this, it kind of... Well, we could move it one more space down and then it would fit. Yeah, okay. If I do this, it fits. There goes literally all of my wiring, though. That's fun. Alright, let's just rewire everything. That's definitely the most painful part of this whole process, though. That seems fine. What about you? You had a secondary purpose that I literally don't even remember. Was it to drop this? I think it was. And then this, yeah, clears the room. I want to say that that's okay, but I don't really remember. Wait, no, this needs to be hooked up to like all of this. Okay, we've rewired the entire room. Oh, this is fascinating. Yeah, it can't move now. Okay. Oh man. Oh, now it's actually just stuck, huh? Oh, that makes this kind of annoying, actually. I think that some of these just act like walls. Somehow that didn't get hit? Okay, well. Okay, let's see if hypothetically we can clear this room. Yes, if the turn order of the eyes is correct. You know what I forgot? There's literally a toggle switch in the way. Uh, okay, fine. I guess we'll just do that. That works. Yeah, if I could swap the turn order, that would be totally okay. Um, yeah, that seems like it would work in theory. So okay, you go first and then you go second. So we want you to go first and then you to go second. Which means that this has to go here, this has to go here. Can we make that happen? Oh wait, this is a complete wall. I'm pretty sure I did something like this before, and Like with the XOR gates. Um, we might need more space for this. Oh, how is this going to work? Okay, I'm so curious to know what this looks like. How does this behave? Okay, it still gets walled off like it did before. Except now it gets walled off in the other direction. Okay. That just changes how that walling behavior works. Okay, this just flips it the other way around. Okay, well, that's good to know. It's most likely because this guy moves after pretty much everything. I'm trying to think about how this works, actually. Okay, so this is down. So you will move first. You'll let go of this plate. Which will trigger this at the end of the turn. And you'll step onto this one. So this should... This should open. Oh, sorry, this should close. And this release cancels out with this release. So wait, why does this guy get to move onto this? Because you move first. And you step onto this, which should immediately raise this. Oh, but you also immediately lower this, which causes you to step onto this, which then immediately opens it again. Oh, okay. And then you move, which then allows this to raise afterwards once this pressure release happens. So I just need to experiment with a couple of things here. Okay, but then we get the same walling behavior as before. I don't know if we can actually avoid that. Because I just genuinely don't really remember how this works. I'm wondering if it wouldn't be better if like Leaf had control over it, but then I don't know, just like everything about this is just so difficult to work with. Because like these might as well not exist, right? These might as well just be walls at this point. Like this behavior doesn't really matter that much. Like whichever ones are acting as walls, it's not really that important. 'Cause ideally, none of them do. But we still want to be able to make the kill on the door where it needs to happen. I feel like most of this stuff just doesn't really matter that much, though, because, like, you know that if the Angry Eye has to die on a door, it can't be any of these doors, pretty much, because it'll never be able to see Leaf and then fire overhead at elevation 1. Like, I think that's the main problem here. Like, I think we just get rid of these. And then we need to, what, reverse this? Wait, what? Oh, because of the plate release. Ah, right. Oh, wait, but that, so that creates a fundamental conflict then. Uh, oh, this is annoying. So we would need to be like this, except for the fact that we can't get the snake to ever step onto one of these doors. Because you move so fast that a snake never gets a chance to move onto one of these. Okay, I think that's what we have to do. I think this is the only way. It's literally the only thing that makes sense. I'm surprised I didn't think about this earlier, but yeah, I just need a longer delay. I just can't have it be every single turn because pressure plates. I mean, I guess technically it can happen anywhere now. Alright, so we can do that now. Okay, I don't even know if we need this anymore. Okay, well, at least this looks better. At least it looks more doable. It ain't perfect, but you know what? Works good enough for me. Alright, let's see. Okay, I'm slightly too slow. Lock you in there. Okay, perfect. And how do we actually get rid of the eyeball now? Did not think about that. Nope. Did not think about that whatsoever. Well, we can do that for the upper guy. The lower guy, not so easy. Alright, I don't know. Well, we made some progress on this. I think it's getting there. I think we need to, like, throw in some more doors here, like with the other kind, and hook that up to the pressure plate. Like, create a little bit more of, like, a maze here. Either that or, like, maybe add, like, fences. Not too sure. I think that's gonna do it for today, though. Made decent progress on this, but I feel like this puzzle still needs a little more work. But it's getting there. It's kind of close. I think the main issue is just, well, obviously cleanup is one major issue. I don't know if there is a way to actually do the cleanup because, yeah, the moment you step past a grounded angry eye. Well, actually, no, there is, because you could wait for this to go up. Then you can step here. Oh, except you can fire over. Okay, then... Ooh, okay. Here. Here's a spot. So if you put the angry eye on the ground here, then you can step here when these are up. So this guy can't see you, and he won't shoot down to kill this eye. And then you can, yeah, have that primed there. The other eye can just sit on one of these three, I guess. I don't think that'd be like super hard to set up, probably, hopefully. And then you'd use one of these to clean that up. And then we don't really need this guy at all, I don't think. I'm trying to think, like, is there... Could there ever be a reason why we can't put this angry eye onto, like, one of these three pillars? Sorry, I was like, I'm so ready to wrap this up, but I'm actually not quite ready. Wait, how did I... Oh, right, because... Ah. Okay, okay. Yeah, the timing needs to be just right. Oh, but then, but for the same reasons that this works for avoiding the cleanup phase, or this works for, yeah, for the cleanup. This doesn't work for actually putting it there. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Okay, so maybe this rubble is actually used to just prevent. Well, no, but it has to still be cleaned up afterwards. You can't just do that. Unless you could get rid of the rubble, but like you can't in the current room. So no, I don't know. Yeah, never mind. Forget it. This room is it's getting there. There's an idea here. It seems okay, but it needs some refinement. So we're just gonna leave it at that for today. And I think yeah, we'll probably play another world next time. I want to do more Ultra World. I got an update of that, but it's getting kind of late, and I don't really feel like I have enough time to really properly sink my teeth into that today. So we'll just wrap it up here and save that for next time. So with that, yeah, I guess there's no one in the chat, so there's no one to say goodbye to. No, so sad. But if you are watching the VOD, then thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you around some other time.